All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Arakakodash. A double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. As you see here, it says a man who confronted Walgreens customer for looking too hard at his girlfriend shot dead in the store. Right? So we see that Jake is still involved with the nigga moments, man. And the root of this is basically multiple people, really every party here was out of order, right? The woman, because we understand she wasn't covered up, right? And now the article doesn't say it, but we know, especially dealing with the end of the 2/3 of our nation, these women, even if they have men or not, they're walking around with their cheeks out, with their whole body showing. The man that was looking at the man's woman, because that's adultery, he was lusting upon her, right? And then the man who got killed for not putting his woman in check to not wear that, man, right? Because that ultimately causes the other man to go off due to the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, man. But as you see here, it says a Florida man was denied bond after he was charged with fatally shooting another man in whom he alleged had run in at a drugstore. And this is why, stay far away from niggas, man. At every opportunity you get, if you gotta go to a store that's further down, man, just do it, because nigga moments are like sparks waiting to happen, man. We have a saying here in the Vegas camp where 2/3 or more are gathered, man, the curses activate, right? Because that's true. Wherever a nigga's at, man, is bound to get just wicked, right? It says Jamie Taylor, 28, was arrested on February 3rd and charged with the murder of Anthony Souvenir, 27, according to a local police report obtained by WPLG, a local ABC affiliate. Souvenir was at the Walgreens store in Miramar, Florida, with his girlfriend and the couple's baby. Taylor was in the store at the same time, and the two men crossed paths. Souvenir then reportedly told Taylor, who was on his phone at the time, that he was looking too hard at his girlfriend. So even that, here it is, because ultimately that's also Jake, running out of wits for women, right? Because here it is. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab that out of the book of First Esdras. Right, I think it's First Esdras 4. Yeah, First Esdras 4, and I'm going to start here at 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and have sinned for women, man, right? So how, did Jake run out of his wits? Because one, Jake feels as if, really, when a woman comments on the appearance, Jake being as simpy and as weak as they are, their woman to tell them, oh, you being insecure for not allowing me to dress how I want. And Jake runs with it, man. Right? So here it is. You're a man not wanting your woman to be exposed. It's like bringing a raw piece of meat, a bloody raw piece of meat out in the Sahara where lions are at. Right? Because you understand the dangers, and that you have to deal with the BS of your woman not being covered up. Right? So here it is. Jake then is telling, or you even have some niggas that say, oh, I don't care what my woman wear. I want her to look good when I'm out with her, right? Using that as an excuse, a cover up, basically, because they're too weak to tell their woman to change fucking clothes, man, right? But here it is. He ended up pressing the one dude that was looking too hard at his woman, and what happened? It says the two men exchanged words, and the situation allegedly escalated. Now, in this position, right? Understanding that a nigga is going to always nig, man. The scripture tells us in the book of Sirach 28. I believe it's Sirach 28. I have a few precepts in Ecclesiasticus there. Right here, yeah. Sirach 28 and 12, right? It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start here at 10. It says, as the matter of the fire is, so it burneth. And as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. So here it is. You got two lions basically going at each other because one woman was uncovered, right? Right? You got two men exchanging words and the situation escalated, right? It then says, and as a man's strength is, so is his wrath, right? So Jake got the heat on them. They automatically revert to what? To shooting each other, right? Because neither one of them are man enough to use the qualities of de-escalating a situation or to take the low and keep their lives. right? It says, and as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger riseth. And the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed, right? So you have two emotional men, moving as women. And the case is, neither one want to be seen as a hoe ass nigga, basically, right? It says, in hasty contention kindleth the fire. And that's exactly what that was. It says, and in hasty fighting sheddeth blood. And as you see right here, it says both of the men had guns on them. So, hey, Jake gonna pull out, right? It says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. Meaning what? Hey, you're adding oxygen to the fire, which increases it, right? If thou spit upon it, meaning what? Quell it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth, right? So understanding discretion, understanding discernment, and understanding that, hey, sometimes you just got to take the low, man. Because you can't change a nigga, right? A 2/3 is going to always be a 2/3, regardless of what situation, right? So in this case, it says what? It says Taylor allegedly fired on Souvenir first. So the one who was looking too hard at the girlfriend fired on the dude who told him to stop looking at his girl. It says Souvenir reportedly tried to go after Taylor but collapsed, right? He was taken to Memorial Regional Hospital in extremely critical condition and was later pronounced dead. It says the argument amounted to a customer dispute that ended in gunfire. All right, it says several eyewitnesses placed calls to 911, including Souvenir's girlfriend. She told the police that some random guy in the Walgreens had shot her boyfriend, indicating that she did not know who Taylor was. Other onlookers sheltered inside the store after Taylor fled. Taylor had fled the scene and gone to his friend's house, but immediately surrendered to police. Now, here it is. You have all the lives that were involved, messed up now. You now have a baby without a father. You have a baby mama without a man. Hey, what she just gonna go out and go deal with another nigga, right? And then you have the life of another Jake who's now gonna be locked up forever. All because Eve couldn't cover her ass. And because a nigga couldn't stop being adulterous, and then another nigga couldn't just resolve conflict with peace, man. Or just take it. Take the low. You allowed her to walk out like that. Hey, now this is part of that consequence, man. But as you see, this is why the scriptures are so imperative to life, man. Because you avoid these type of conflicts by adhering into what Yahweh Bashim Yahshai told us to do, right? Now, I got another precept here. This is, I think it's, yeah. That's 21 and 18, Salakia. It says, as is a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool, right? It says, and the knowledge of the unwise is to talk without sense, right? Now we understand a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool basically mean what? Hey, as the elders always go into, it's like the angels, have a spiritual block on Jake being able to accept this wisdom, right? It's like no one's home in the spirit for Jake. They just react. They're basically in that animalistic state, man. The 2/3 are like animals. It says, and the knowledge of the unwise is as talk without sense. And ultimately, when you say the wrong thing out of season, to another man, this is what happens, right? Or when you can't move wisely around other men and cause, problems, this is the conflict that can occur, man. Now, both are foul. Everybody in this situation is at fault, man. Right? Everybody in this situation is in fault. Hey, but, this is the result of a nation who fell away. Jake got to deal with this type of everyday occurrence, man. And the thing is, Esau has opened these portals to more demons, man. So it's taking less time for people to be triggered, right? And these demons are hopping on people and they're becoming extremely carnal, man. The scriptures talk about the love of many waxing cold. Hey, 10 years ago, this solution or this encounter may not have been so violent. Jake probably would have just fought it out. Hey, but now people are just pulling. So something also as simple as road rage, man, can lead into somebody's life getting taken, right? Now, now this is talking about, Jake. We were once in that first estate, but ultimately due to our disobedience, Yahweh Shem Shai lowered our life expectancy, and the wisdom was snatched away from us due to our disobedience. Man, we started following the ways of idols and the heathen, right? But this still applies. It's Baruch 3. It says, but they were destroyed because they had no wisdom. Matter of fact, 27. Those did not the Lord choose, neither gave he the way of knowledge unto them. But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom and perished through their own foolishness, right? They were destroyed. The one Jake was literally put to death because he couldn't handle the situation before it even got to the store with wisdom, man. If it's you in the story, he could have left his baby mother and the kid in the car, right? Or he could have just went up to the store by himself. The one Jake that was looking, nigga can't keep his eyes to himself, he has to show forth, especially a Jake that got a super wicked spirit on him. He has to show forth how wicked he is and how tough of a nigga he is. When a nigga has a gun on him, he'll go to the extreme levels of disrespect, man. Just because he knows that he has, the tool to take away life at his hip, right? That's how Jake gets down, man. They get real bold, when they got the strap on them. That's just the truth, man. Because they don't feel like anybody can say anything to them because they got a solution to that problem, right? But this is just madness, man. This is just madness. Stay away from niggas because these are the problems that they cause, man. If you see a nigga walking the other direction, if you see two niggas, just leave from where you were going, right? But, this is what it is, man. And more occurrences like this, something as simple as conflict resolution could have solved, solved the problem, man. And could have been to where both of these Jakes' lives wouldn't have changed so drastically. But nevertheless, man, that's the point. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.